Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my 2013 NFL schedule team-by-team analysis. This video is for the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have a bye week in Week 8. All right, they actually have 4 primetime games this year, 4 or 5 game stretch here, all in primetime for the Colts in the middle of the season. Week 6 and 7, they have a Monday night game. Week 6 at San Diego. They then follow that Week 7 with a Sunday night game with Peyton Manning making his return to Indianapolis. Then Week 9, right after their bye, they're at Houston on Sunday Night Football once again. And then Week 11, they're at Tennessee on a Thursday night. So, 4 primetime games for sort of the young, up-and-coming Colts, led by Chuck Pagano and Andrew Luck. And as far as tough stretches to the schedule here, before I get to that, as a whole, the Indianapolis Colts will play against the NFC West and the AFC West. So some tough teams certainly in those two divisions. And then, but as far as tough stretches, where there's clusters of those tough teams in a row, I think the schedule makers did the Colts a favor in spreading out all of their really tough games. And I think you'll see, well, when I go to my rapid predictions here in a second, what I mean by that. Now let's get started with those here. Week 1, they had the Raiders at home, a win. Week 2, the Dolphins at home. I gave them another win. Then they go week 3 and 4 at San Francisco and then at Jacksonville. I had them splitting those, losing to San Francisco on the road and then beating Jacksonville. Then week 5, they're home against the Seahawks. I gave them another loss. Week 6 at San Diego, I gave them a win. And week 7 at home versus the Broncos with Peyton Manning coming back to Indianapolis, I gave them a loss in that game as well. Week 8 is their bye. And coming out of the bye, they have a very tough game at Houston, again in prime time. I gave them a loss in that game. Then they have them winning 2 games in a row. At home versus the Rams, and then at the Titans on a Thursday night. And I have them week 12 against Arizona, losing that game because it's at Arizona. Week 13, home against the Titans, a win. Week 14 at Cincinnati, a loss. Week 15 at home versus the Texans, a win. Week 16 at Kansas City, a loss. And then week 17 at home versus the Jaguars, a win. So if you add all those up, I have the Colts, first glance at the schedule at 9 and 7. Obviously, one game either way, guys, and the Colts could be a playoff team with 10 wins, just like, they ended up with 11 wins last year. But, they're a fringe playoff team in my mind, just like they were last year. They got a wild card last year. I think they'll be in the mix for a wild card again this year. I think the Texans really have a stranglehold on that division as of now, but we'll see. Who knows how things will play out once the season starts, but that's just my analysis. First look at the schedule here. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload numerous sports talk videos a day. I'm over 400 here as a whole on my YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe so you're constantly updated. Thanks again for listening, and have a great day.